Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode 1008. Hello, it's Mike Matthews broadcasting from Cafe Anyway, located somewhere in Podcastro Valley, Mont, the last place on Earth. Today, it's the return of the much-loved feature, Mike's Scavenger Hunt. We haven't done this in a while, where you'll try to find an interesting place that I have found. Plus, we hear from Benita, the Disgruntled Fiddle Player, the Brewmaster, and the...
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Daily Haley. Yes, Haley stops by, and we have an interesting discussion about a random mix of stuff.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
So I guess we've discovered gravitational waves. Those are those things that make sure that we don't float away and keep us attracted to big objects like Earth with massive weight. Isn't it wonderful to be living out here in space? This is happening at the Laser Interferometer
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Gravitational-Wave Observatory, if you didn't know. This will help us learn more about our universe and its exploratory.
Mike's
Well, that's it.
Daily
I'm done trying to rhyme things.
Podcast.
Now I'll just whine things. Wah. Yeah. Gravitational waves. So, yes, we've been trying to find gravitational waves in a myriad of ways to why that we are stuck to big things. The way I was told about gravity is that gravity, it's got a hold on me. It's a John Mayer song. But it's actually also sort of like a big bed. Gravity's like a big bed. You look at regular space, and there's a gravitational pull as a big mattress. And then when you put a big bowling ball in the middle of the mattress, if you take little marbles, the little marbles are attracted to the bowling ball because it's caused a curve in the... Yeah, it makes total sense, doesn't it? The way I'm describing it. That's why I'm not a physics teacher. But I'm an observer of things. I'm an observator, explorator, and leaf blowers. I've mentioned before I don't like them. I've discovered the day that they all come out. Leaf blowing day apparently is Tuesday. No matter where you are, it seems that all the leaf blowers come out Tuesday. Yes, some come out on the weekend, but they come out in force, in mass, on Tuesday. Just so you know, and you're prepared, that if you were going to sleep in on Tuesday, let's say you had the day off, forget it. Leaf blowers are everywhere. Even at my radio job, there was a guy that came over with one of those air blower thingies, those little ones, and he goes, I'm going to clean the computer and the area. And he starts with the little air thing, blowing it. I'm like, wow, you're even like a leaf blower. And he said, what? And I said, who? And he said, no, you said something? And I said, what? Look who just walked in. Hi, Mike. It's Benita, the rodeo queen. Hi, how you doing?
As a disgruntled fiddle player, tell you what.
What?
Can't believe that Obama had the audacity to put all the problems of the country on the guys running for president in the Republican Party.
Well, he's just saying, all that talk coming from the Republican candidates. He was saying at the State of the Union that they're putting down America when America has got a lot going for it right now, and it's the strongest it's ever been.
That's a lie. All lies. Lies, I tell you, lies.
Okay. Well, that was the last State of the Union that Obama will ever do, so you should be happy about that at least.
No, I'm a little bit sad, because now I'll have no one to hate.
Oh, okay. Look who else just walked in.
Hello, Mike. I make the root beer. I'm the brewmaster. Oh, boy.
Brewmaster, can you tell what sort of root beer I want?
Judging by the face that you have on your head, I can tell that you want one of my delicious Earth beers.
Well, now the BBC has come up with ways of figuring out what channel you want to watch. They've come up with this mind-reading channel changer, and you just attach these like electrodes to your head, and it can pick what show you want to watch. That would mean that I'd always be on the Playboy channel. But thank you. Good night.
I
don't get that joke.
It's just that there's beautiful women, and I would want to see them constantly, because I'm a creep.
Beauty is a wonderful thing, and it's in the eye of the beholder.
It is? What part of the eye?
I don't know. Why do you have to ask me these things? I'm not a physician, sis. Teacher. Oh boy, I make the earth beer.
Okay, we've explained all that, cleared all that up. But yeah, so that's what they've really done that. They've come up with a way, and now we'll see. It's successfully worked, and this would be great for someone who cannot, for some reason, use a controller, so they can now just use their mind. It's amazing. We're in 2016, everybody. That's crazy. That's wild stuff. All right. But there's more. Basil, my dog, can remember things. It's the strangest thing. We were walking yesterday, as we are wont to do, and we're walking in this park. We hadn't been to this park in a long time. And long ago, when I was married, there was a wonderful day. It was a sunny day, and there's, nice, thick grass. And I had to study. I was taking a class, and I had to do some reading. And my wife at the time said, hey, why don't we go to this park and put out a blanket, and you can read, and I can relax, and we'll bring the dog. It'll be a wonderful little family, two people in love type fun day. So we went, and there were, butterflies in the sky. Well, in my memory, there was butterflies flying around. And then that's what I guess, ad-libbed that. But, and Basil was there sitting on the blanket we had, and it was just a beautiful day. He pulled me yesterday, and this was years ago. Yesterday, my dog pulled me right to the spot where we sat on the blanket. Like, he pulled me there. I am not lying about this. This is so weird. It happened as if he remembered it. So I sat down on the grass with my dog, and I petted him. I'm like, you know what? Why detract from the memory of this spot? Let's make it it's still a happy spot. I'm going to pet my dog. And he was happy, and then he went and he peed on me. No, but dogs, when they're happy about a particular place and they want to mark it, they mark it. Not with a marker, but with their pee-pee. I banged my ankle bone on accident in the stupidest way yesterday. I've got this big metal door, because living in the Bay Area, you gotta have big metal doors, because everybody's security crazy, and that's just the way it is. And I've lived in this house now almost 7 years, and I banged the part of the bone of the ankle, and oh my gosh, it hurt all day. It still kind of hurts. Stupid. Don't you love stupid accidents like that? Just a little. I was just trying to leave in a hurry because I got to get out of my house early at 4 a.m. And I just smacked it. I was putting my dog outside, and bam. Crazy. Oh, that X's and O's song, I love it. It's everywhere. I'm hearing it everywhere. The Rob Schneider's daughter. It's crazy. I love it. It's wild stuff. And then finally, gas prices are going down. I like that. That's wonderful. And I also was warmed by the memory of Pup and Taco. When I was a kid in the 70s, there was a place near me called Pup and Taco. Pup and Taco. And I had no idea why it was called that as a kid. Of course, later I figured out, they mean hot dogs and tacos. They make hot dogs, chili dogs, and tacos. But it was like, imagine the most 70s, like, feathered hair run, teenagers running it, and teenagers eating there, that kind of place. That's what this was. So 70s. Imagine that. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Okay, that's 80s, but that kind of feel was that Pup and Taco. And finally, I know this is like the third or fifth finally I've done, but I've realized I'm one of those people that moves slow. As I've moved so slow through these topics, but I'm one of these people that I remember my ex-wife, I used to drive her crazy because it seemed like she was always waiting for me. Like, I always, even though she's the one that had to put on the makeup and do the hair just right, and I had no hair, I have no hair, and, you know, that takes a lot of preparation time out of my schedule, because I don't have to comb and blow dry my hair and condition it and everything. And she was still waiting for me instead of the other way around. I don't know what. Am I just slow? I don't get it. Look, there's the website, mikesdailypodcast.com. And it's a wonderful place full of magical memories, like little spots where you put a blanket and sit with your loved one and try and read a book, but you can't because you just start making out. With my ex-wife, not with my dog. Back then. Not with my ex-wife now. No. That doesn't happen now. No. That's gone. That's how it is after a divorce, usually. I don't know, some couples get back together. That's wild, crazy stuff, too. It's the gravitational waves. But not us. No, we're just friends. But my dog remembers the good times. And dogs do that. Pup and taco. Yeah, so all that is at mikesdailypodcast.com, the blog, daily podcast picture, all my past interviews. And if you want to help us out through the Amazon, help us out there by clicking on that and buying something, whatever it was you were going to buy on Amazon. Click on that and buy it, and it makes us a little bit of money, not much. And you can also help us out through the PayPal and make a donation, and you can become an inglorious Mike's Daily Podcaster there at mikesdailypodcast.com. And if you want to email us and comment in the section emails from email and your common not so comments, there's the emails mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com, and we're on Facebook too and Twitter. You can reply and comment at all those places. All right, now the segment we haven't done in a long time, the scavenger hunt.
Mike's scavenger hunt.
We're looking for a place that I've been to. Try and figure out where this is, and then I'll tell you at the very, very end in an interesting way. This place is known as Butterfly Town, USA. It's got a wonderful little lighthouse. When I used to live in Ventura, oh my gosh, it was also the location for Turner and Hooch. And people think that my dog Basil the Boxer is actually the dog from Turner and Hooch, when it's not. That's a Mastiff, and my dog is a Boxer. But this place also, I used to take trips up from Ventura, California, and I would, instead of booking a flight and going somewhere exotic on my vacations, I would just drive up north to the Bay Area, where I live now. Nicely enough. And I would I used to like to stay at this place because there would be like little deer running around. There's a beautiful view of the ocean. One time I had a really bad, this is around the time that the Red Hot Chili Peppers released one of my favorite songs, Other Side, and I had a really bad back situation. I had hurt my back somehow. And I took a couple, just like aspirin, went in the jacuzzi at this hotel I was staying at this place, and then took a nap. And when I woke up, my back was 100% better. It was like the pain was gone, even though I'd been walking around with this pain for days. So this place has sort of miraculous benefits to it. It has a lot of bed and breakfast inns, which is where I stayed at one. It only has a population of about 15,000. It's located near Monterey. And, let's see. What else can I say about it? It's... Alright, I'll have this lady say what it is. Oh, it's also nicknamed America's Last Hometown. Okay. Oh, and it has a lot of Victorian homes, which are beautiful to look at. And actually, Haley is going to mention something about Victorian homes coming up in the next segment, which is coming up very quickly, called The Daily Haley. But here we go. It is...
Well, Pacific Grove is formally apologizing for its racist and discriminatory housing practices of the past. In a letter to the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, the city's mayor names a number of minority groups that the city discriminated against and offers an official apology.
Apparently, it's also a very racist place. That's wonderful. Okay, that's... Hopefully they get that figured out. And And it's near Carmel by the sea and that whole beautiful little area of California. Yes, Pacific Grove. I love visiting Pacific Grove. I have taken many a picture there. It was founded in 1875 by a group of Methodists who modeled the town after Ocean Grove, New Jersey. In time, the butterflies, fragrant pines, and fresh sea air brought others to the Pacific Grove Retreat, which was founded there to rest and meditate. All right. Now, let's go outside a cafe anyway. We're bringing you Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcastro Valley and bring you this next segment.
The Daily Haley. The almost Daily Haley.
I need some information first. Just the basic facts. Can you show me where it hurts?
There is no pain, you are receding. A distant ship, smoke on the horizon. You are only coming through in waves.
Your lips move, but I can't hear what you're saying.
When I was a child,
I had a fever.
my hands felt just like two balloons. Now I got that feeling once again. I can't explain, you would not understand. This is not how I am. Alright, you take this part.
I have become comfortably numb.
So how come nobody wanted to do that with me at karaoke on New Year's Eve?
Did you pull that up?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you wanted to do it solo.
Frickin' Robert's like, and I like the word frickin'. He's like, what? I don't know what this song is. Oh, come on. You're
How can he not?
older than Haley.
Yeah, he should, especially if he hangs out with you.
Yeah. Pink Floyd, come on. The Wall.
The Wall.
But your favorite's Dark Side of the Moon, isn't it? Mm-mm. No, Wish You Were Here.
I do like Wish You Were Here as an album completely. There's a few tracks off of The Wall that are my favorites, though, like Goodbye Blue Sky and Is There Anyone Out There?
Is there anybody out there?
The guitar part, man, is beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Run, run, run. You better... Run Like Hell, there's that song. That's got that do.
Not one of my favorites. But yeah, they have a couple that just... They sound delightfully cheery with like a dark undertone to them, and that's really my favorite kind of songs. That's why I like, the Goodbye Blue Sky. Did you ever hear the falling bombs?
Yeah. Of course, we don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. I think I was watching no dark sarcasm in the classroom. People, keep your kids at home and homeschool them like Haley. Did you say that to your mom when she was homeschooling you?
No.
Teacher, leave us kids alone.
She played that song a lot, though.
Really?
My dad did. My mom and my dad, actually.
Did you know when they did that in concert, when they were touring back in the 80s, they wore headphones on stage?
Did they?
I saw a picture. But there's got to be a concert show. I mean, there's the Weird movie. Have you seen
I love
The Wall?
the movie.
With Bob Geldof.
I love the movie.
Shaving off his eyebrows.
I love that the character's name is Pink.
Pink.
Yeah.
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 And all the animation.
Uh-huh. No, it's a fun, creepy video. It adds a lot of context to all the songs, so that's what I appreciate it. Because doing a story album like that is pretty difficult. Honestly, I think they did it a lot better than the Who ever did.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It's a lot more It's a lot more, everything's more connected, and you can piece together a story, I think, a lot better than Tommy.
Oh.
And Quadrophenia was just a mess.
Did you ever see the Tommy with Anne Margaret and Oliver? I forget his name. All the other ones.
I performed Tommy.
Oh,
Yeah.
What part did you play?
I was just an ensemble, but I was in
Wow.
the production of it.
And you sang the Pinball Wizard song?
Yeah, actually, I did.
And See Me, Hear Me, and...
No, that's a Tommy song.
Oh. What's that one? Did you know that...
Yeah, the one that's like... Yeah, it just keeps going and going and going.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tommy doesn't know what day it is.
Yeah.
Doesn't care what okay, but it is.
I'm free.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm free.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, that's a great band.
Mm-hmm.
The Who. I still like, you better, you bet, and the line about, your dog keeps licking my nose. Because dogs like to lick noses.
Dogs like to lick noses, yeah.
It's a strange thing. Well, how's Becca doing?
Well, she's well.
Good.
I was at her house yesterday, and we played Dynasty Warriors.
Oh, that's your favorite game. It's educational.
It's definitely my favorite game series, and it is educational.
And there's...
in a fictional way.
Because you learn all about China.
Well, I learned that one of, like, the main people of one of the Chinese families that tried to unite China, who died, and his son took over, but, like, his dad wrote The Art of War.
Oh!
Yeah.
I have not read that.
I haven't read it either.
The Art of War.
But it came out of the Wu family. And the guy's name was Sun something.
Wu, there it is. And this is, I never knew this, The Art of War.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a warrior.
No. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
I'm a toothbrusher. That's what I am.
I'm a joker. I'm a smoker. I'm a midnight toker.
I can't be labeled. Don't put a definition on me. How's your video thing going, where you're making videos of yourself?
I made one. I'm good at this.
I'm sorry I'm in it. I'm sorry. I feel like I detract from it.
No, it's fine.
There's like this big blob that keeps going, hey, what's going on? What are you doing?
I did start recording when you were right there.
Yeah.
So.
What did I have off mic? Okay. So I had to wake up. Wake up, Haley. Haley, what do you dream about in your dreams? I wonder what Haley dreams are like.
I had a dream that I can't remember the exact context of it, but there was this old Victorian house, and there was a bunch of, like, portraits on the wall.
Oh.
And everything in it was old-fashioned and also black and white.
Huh.
And all the portraits were talking to each other, and they were discussing this newfangled technology because there was a light switch on the wall.
Oh my god, that is like a children's novel right there.
Right?
Your dreams are money. We could turn your dreams into children's books.
No, that was a while ago. So.
Oh, that wasn't last night?
No, I don't dream that much recently.
Yeah, I had a good one, but I don't remember what it was last night.
Yeah, that happens.
See, when an alarm wakes you up, some people can remember their dreams that way. I can't. And then I remember the dreams when I sleep in. Because they kind of like, my mind runs out of material, and then it just keeps looping, and then I just remember it then.
No, it always fades out for me, no matter what.
Dreams.
Dreams.
And that's
dreams.
Would you like to sing a song by the Everly Brothers now?
No.
Oh. Thought you were going to go into dream.
No, that was Beck.
Oh. That was Beck?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of a new song. It's called Dreams.
Oh.
By the artist Beck, who did the song called Dreams.
He doesn't seem...
Kind of a new song.
He doesn't age.
No.
He still looks like a little kid, like Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day.
He's just gonna constantly look like he just wandered in from the closest like trailer park.
Yeah, he has
showed up and he was like, "Hey, you got any weed? Sure, I'll sing a song. I suck.
That's what he looks.
Shoot me in the face."
He's a Scientologist, though.
Is he? I didn't know that.
Do they believe in heaven?
No.
They believe in like alien heaven?
Something like that. I'm not totally versed on the Scientology of today.
Do you have to go to church every Sunday?
No.
Oh, okay.
I sleep in.
Me too. But, you know, they were trying to wave a carrot in front of my face, Robert and Christy.
Yeah.
Come on, Mike, go to church and you'll meet a girl. Yeah. Oh, and then I met this other guy at his church, and he's like, "Mike, are you single?" I'm like, "Yeah," and he says, "Oh, we got women falling out of the windows here. There's so many women here at the church. Mike, we'll fix you up."
That's such a weird thing to say.
That's so weird.
Yeah. It's like, I go to church to pick up chicks. And the Lord.
And the Lord?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. What's your favorite book in the Bible? Can you imagine Rob Black asking Tony Mendez that question?
Oh, he totally would.
I can't wait to hear them on a Friday do that.
What's your favorite book?
Yeah, I'm trying to think mine. I kind of like Genesis because it says sci-fi strange.
Not really. Like, it's so long.
And in Revelations is sci-fi weird.
I like Revelations because of how sci-fi weird it is.
Yeah. I like Matthew because that's my last name with an S. And it's the first book of the New Testament. What's the shortest one? Esther or...
No, it's something close to Esther.
Luxembourg?
Yeah, I think it's Underberg.
That's our favorite book in the Bible is Underberg. You ever read any of the, what's it called? The ones outside of the Bible, but could have been put into canonized into the Bible?
I feel like I did. Like, okay, I remember, like, I don't remember. Oh, it was my great aunt had died. Bless her soul. She was like 92. Wonderful lady.
Whoa!
Wonderfully nice lady.
92.
And she had died, and I was 8 at this time. So I was still with my mom everywhere she went, and my mom was her trustee. No.
Oh yeah, so I had to take care of all her estate.
She had to help take care of all of her estate and everything, and she was visiting this Catholic church that was gonna be helping with the funeral processions and such, because my aunt was Catholic.
Oh.
And I remember that she was talking to the priest person, the guy in the suit, with the white collar thing.
Yeah, they call them priests or fathers, or sometimes they're brothers.
Fathers or something, I don't know. And there's this big Bible there, right? Because there is. It's a big, beautiful looking Bible. And I open it up, and there's a book that I never saw before.
What?
Yeah. And I don't remember what book it was, but it was there.
What?
And I think I read part of it, and I was like, oh, cool. And then I closed the book again.
That's creepy. There was like an extra Bible in that book. Extra book in that Bible.
Yeah.
Flip that around. Wow. What did you think of the holy water and all that stuff? Those little buckets of holy water everywhere.
I appreciate that they're not really cold.
They keep them warm?
Well, they don't keep them warm, but they're room temperature.
Huh.
Yeah.
I like all the rock in those old churches, all that stone everywhere.
Have you visited the church in like downtown San Jose? Near where the tech museum is and stuff?
No.
They let you walk around in there, and there's a bunch of artwork and stuff. It's really pretty.
Ooh, I'll have to go there. That's downtown?
You know where, like, the tech museum is?
Yes.
It's in that same little square area.
Oh, okay. Yes.
There's a couple different places you can visit around there. It's fun.
Do you know what I want to do is maybe after work someday, because we're here in Fremont right now at the moment. No, we're at Cafe anyway. We're in Podcaster Valleymont. Right. Anyway, if I were to leave from Fremont, there's a bus that can take me all the way to San Jose.
That's true.
Called the 801 Express or something.
No, the 801 is the one I take in the middle of the night. Don't take the 801.
Why do you take it in the middle of the night?
Because I need to get here in the middle of the morning.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I won't take that one then. But something goes to San Jose, and I should go down there. And
I had a friend who used to take that a couple times a week down to San Jose State.
Yeah.
There's a really good breakfast place right by San Jose State. They have excellent omelets and the best huevos rancheros I've ever tasted.
Oh, no, you have to tell me this place.
I don't know what it's called. I just know it's very close to their campus.
Kevin will know.
And it's great, amazing if you're hungover.
Well, I have to go to this place because, so Kevin went to San Jose State, right? And then with Kevin. And then, who else do we know? We know someone else that went to San Jose State. It's weird.
I don't know, but yeah, go there, order the huevos rancheros.
Okay.
They take a corn tortilla.
Okay, that's a good thing.
And then they take another corn tortilla. And they put cheese in between the two corn tortillas. And then they cook them so that it's a little cheesy corn tortilla pillow. And then they pile all of the egg and the salsa and the chorizo on top of that.
Oh my gosh.
It's really good.
See, the thing is, though, a big breakfast like that, a breakfast place, means the rest of the day I'm doing nothing. I'm just basically lying on a couch going, oh.
It wasn't that much. I still functioned for the rest of the day.
Oh, okay.
Interestingly enough, I couldn't function before I ate there.
But then afterwards, you were running like a machine, well-oiled machine.
Yeah. That was still slightly hungover. It was delicious.
I wonder what this place is.
Me too.
So next Daily Haley will know.
No, we won't. Neither of us are going to do that research.
All right. So someone listening to this should go and find it on Yelp.
Yeah.
Because it's right next to San Jose State.
Yeah.
Breakfast place.
They have crepes too, I think.
My ex-brother-in-law went to San Jose State. And he was part of their fraternity. He was in a fraternity.
Gross.
I know. And I went there once because I've known him a long time. And I went there and there was a stripper pole.
Nice.
And lots of couches.
Did you get to try it out?
No. No.
It's good exercise.
Yeah. I know. Because you have to be able to pull yourself up and flip around and do all that stuff on a pole.
Gotta have super good ab and thigh strength.
Yes. Well, I don't have that. Neither would I look good on one. So.
Don't know till you try.
No, I do know, and I don't need to try. But thank you. That was some great words of advice from Haley. Some great song recommendations from Haley. Some great breakfast places. Check out. We learned a lot from Haley today. Oh, and books to read. Art of War. Should read that book. And then...
It's a really famous book, honestly.
And then start fighting villains in a video game.
I think a lot of the Art of War is you don't always have to fight.
Ah, no.
Sometimes you have to deceive.
Ah, deception.
Because that happened a lot in China's history of wars. There was a lot of trickery. There was a lot of planning that went into the different battles and such. There's these two famous Chinese military strategists, and I can't remember their names. And this I didn't even learn from Dynasty Warriors, but they were like equals to each other, and they knew it. Like, every battle they went up against each other, they knew it was like the ultimate chance to try to outsmart their opponent, and they had the utmost respect for them. To the point of one of the armies who had one strategist behind them was attacking a post that the other strategist was in command of the armies of, and they were greatly outnumbered. And basically, what the first strategist, or what the strategist defending did, was just opened all of the gates and posted all of the troops he had, which was not very many, it was a very small amount, and said, "Hey guys," and the strategist was like, "There's no way I can go up against this guy. Because I don't know what's going to happen. I can't predict his current strategy.
Whoa.
And I have so much respect for what he could do to my army if I go in unprepared. I have to withdraw." So, like, these strategists were so, like, they were so confident in their abilities, in their strategic abilities, but they had so much respect for their opponent as well, that it was very much that kind of you have to think one step ahead, and the best way to fight usually isn't fighting. You know? So.
Retreat!
So, like, this army that was 10 times the size of the army that they were fighting against retreated.
That's crazy.
When they opened their gates.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow.
When they lowered all of their defenses.
That's sort of like when I get into a fight at the bar, the first thing I do is I rip my shirt off.
Yeah.
And I go, "Ah!" And then they run away. Even though they've got guns and knives and they've broken bottles and all this other sharp thing. They have lasers, tasers, phasers.
Remember, the first hit
razors
with a bottle is blunt damage. And then after that, it's slashing damage.
On that note, I think we should tell Haley thank you very much. All right, you're going to go somewhere else?
I'm just going to go back in the basement.
Oh, you're going to go back down into the basement of Cafe anyway.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, Haley. And let's take a look at the podcast picture.
And here's today's podcast picture.
The podcast picture, not of Pacific Grove. No, I should have done that, but I wasn't thinking ahead. Dang it. It is actually of San Francisco, about 2 hours north of there, 2.5. There is a seagull taking off from the Embarcadero, as you can see in that picture, and the Bay Bridge and all that. It's a beautiful picture. Check it out at mikesdailypodcast.com. Next show, it will be the interesting segment, the much-loved segment called This Is Interesting, where we'll hear some interesting things you didn't know about. Plus, we'll hear from Madame Rootabega, Valentino, and Bison Bentley.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at mikesdailypodcast.com. Email Mike now at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!